हरे कृष्णा। आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में। आज हमारे बीच एक बहुत ही स्पेशल और बहुत ही आ, महान भक्त है जिनका नाम है गौरांग दर्शन प्रभु। आप में से अधिकांश लोगों ने उनका लेक्चर्स सुना ही होगा और उनकी किताबें पढ़ी होगी। तो मैं थोड़ा संक्षेप में गौरांग दर्शन प्रभु का इंट्रोडक्शन देना चाहूँगा और उनको निमंत्रण भी देना चाहूँगा इस मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में। आप में से जितने सारे लोग अपना कैमरास ऑन कर सकते हो प्लीज कर लीजिए, ताकि वो आपको देख सके और प्रेरित हो उनके कथा में। गौरांग दर्शन प्रभु भक्तिवेदांत विद्यापीठ के डायरेक्टर है। उनके मार्गदर्शन में बहुत सारे हजारों भक्त जो है भक्ति शास्त्री, भक्ति वैभव और बहुत सारे शास्त्र कनेक्टेड कोर्सेज करते हैं। गौरांग दर्शन प्रभु विश्व भर में भ्रमण करते हैं और हजारों लाखों भक्तों को प्रेरित करते हैं। उनके अ, मधुर वचनों से प्रेरणा लेते हुए बहुत सारे भक्त जो है अपने भक्तिमय जीवन में अच्छे से प्रगति कर पा रहे हैं। उन्होंने 50 से ज्यादा किताब लिखे हैं जो शास्त्रों के ऊपर आधारित है और वो शास्त्रों के तत्वों को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से प्रस्तुत करते हैं। और उनका जो गहराई है और उनका जो भक्ति के बारे में जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है बहुत ही अद्भुत है और बहुत ही अच्छा है। और हमने उनको निमंत्रण दिया हमारे इस मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में भाग लेने के लिए और वो तुरंत ही मान गए। हालांकि वो काफ़ी व्यस्त रहते हैं, दुनिया भर भ्रमण करते रहते हैं और काफ़ी कार्यक्रम करते रहते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी वो हमारे इस मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम में आने के लिए तैयार हो गए। उसके लिए मैं बहुत ही आभारी हूँ। I personally know Gaurang Darshan Prabhu for decades now, and I have a very, very close connection with Prabhuji. And it's a great fortune that he's here with us and he's here to share his knowledge with us. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, you can speak in any language you choose, Hindi or English, whatever you're comfortable with. You can completely feel free, whatever you feel inspired. And devotees are very eager to hear you and be inspired by your session. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Bro, I'll prefer English.
Yes, yes,
If,
please go ahead. Speak in
if I speak Hindi, all the logins will go out.
Good.
They will
No
log
problem.
out now.
No problem.
Thank you very
Please.
much.
Yeah.
I first of all express my heartfelt gratitude to His Grace Shubhilas Prabhu, who has been a great source of inspiration for all of us since almost 17, 18 years. I know Prabhuji, but many of the IAS students, my seniors, they got a lot of intimate association from Shubhilas Prabhu. I was not fortunate, I came much late, but my seniors like Nimailila Prabhu, then Srikant Krishna Prabhu, Pavaneshwar Prabhu, all of them were nicely groomed and guided and counseled by Shubhilas Prabhu. And he, as a author and as a preacher, as a practitioner of Bhakti Yoga, spreading Krishna consciousness, he is very dynamic and he has done tremendous amount of service to His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, especially in spreading awareness of the Journey Home book in those days in 2008, 2009, 10. So I'm very, very grateful. I can go on speaking, but there's a small japa talk. It's supposed to be small japa talk. So I'm very grateful to His Grace Shivilas Prabhu for his example and his guidance, and also for inviting me into this call, your morning program. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Today we will try to discuss from the sixth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Once there was a special meeting that happened between Yamaraj and his order carriers, the Yamadutas. These are hellish meetings, meetings in hell. So why are we interested in discussing about a meeting that happened in the hell between the master of hell and the attendants of hell, between Yamaraj and Yamadutas? Because we don't want to go to hell. So it's a long conversation that describes several glories of the holy name, but prominently this conversation also presents who is eligible to go to hell and who is not eligible to go to hell. Just two shlokas I'm going to discuss today in the next maybe a few minutes. So Yamaraj had sent Yamadutas to arrest sinful souls in this world and take them to hell and subject them to several punishments as a punishment for their sinful activities. So these Yamadutas went and caught Ajamil. They were about to bring him to hell. But as they were about to bring him to hell, he started chanting Narayana, 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 Narayana. In an intense, helpless state of mind, he started speaking. He started chanting the name of Narayana. Basically, his son's name is Narayana, but somehow the Lord's name is also Narayana. Actually, son is not Narayana, that Narayana is the Lord. The name Narayana is Lord Narayana, but that name Narayana is not son Narayana. So, son did not respond. He is playing happily there. He doesn't even understand that his father is undergoing some trouble because he is so small. But Lord Narayana considered that this Ajamil chanted four syllables of my holy name, Na, Ra, Ya, Na. Therefore, he had sent four Vishnudutas to protect Ajamil from three Yamadutas. Why three Yamadutas came? Ajamil committed so many sinful activities with his body, mind, and words. So three Yamadutas came to take him to hell. And four Vishnudutas came to stop these three Yamadutas. Actually, one Vishnuduta is sufficient to chase away hundreds and thousands of Yamadutas, but the Lord had sent four Vishnudutas to protect Ajamil. You know what happened later. It's a long conversation between Yamadutas and Vishnudutas, and finally Ajamil was rescued. Now, all these Yamadutas, three of them, they came to Yamaraj in the hell and said, we could not capture him. What's happening? We are trying to execute your order, and someone challenged us while we are executing your order, and you never came to protect us. You never came to support us. Then, in that context, as Yamadutas were very frustrated because of the defeat in the hands of Vishnudutas, Yamaraj started speaking the glories of holy name, and then finally he gave the protocols and policies of hellish planets. He gave the SOP. He said, I'm going to speak two shlokas now. Put these two shlokas in our Yamaloka notice board, and whenever you are going to capture sinful people, read these two shlokas and then go. So let's see Yamaraj's notice board, Yamalok's notice board. So the first shloka is describing who cannot go to hell. ते देव सिद्ध परिगीत पवित्र गाथा ये साधवः समदृशो भगवत् प्रपन्नाः तान्नोपसीदत हरेर्गदयाभिगुप्तान् नैषां वयं न च वयः प्रभवाम दण्डे. He says, Yamaraj says, Te Deva Siddha Parigita Pavitra Gatha. Devas means different heavenly gods. Siddha means very perfected beings. Te Deva Siddha Parigita Pavitra Gatha. Here Yamaraj is glorifying the devotees of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. He says that the glories of these devotees are sung even by great devatas and siddhas also. Perfected beings also chant the glories of devotees. Te deva siddha parikita pavitra gatha ye sadhavah samadrisho bhagavat prapannaha. What is the nature of such pure devotees whose glories are sung even by devatas and siddhas? Number one, they are sadhavaha. They are very, very sincere in performing their sadhana. And also they are sadhus. They follow all the devotional vows sincerely and regularly, and they perform their spiritual practices in an exemplary way. Therefore, they are called sadhavaha. Second, samadrisho. They also have this quality of equanimity. Equanimity can be exhibited in multiple ways. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that samatva is yoga. You know what is yoga? Yoga is linking our consciousness with the Supreme Lord. That is yoga. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, samatvam yoga uchyate. Yoga basically means equanimity. What is that? Equanimity means to be able to see the dualities in this world with an equal vision, whether it is happiness or distress, whether it is success or failure, or victory or defeat, light or darkness. Although they are generally opposite in nature, still we see them on an equal plane. That is called equanimity. Means a devotee is unaffected by the ups and downs of life. Uh, whether there is happiness or distress, a devotee is always equipoised. That is samadrisho. Hmm. Like Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 14th shloka. Matra sparshasthu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkhadah agamapaino nityaha tamstitikshasva bharata. In the 14th shloka of second chapter, Krishna said, "O Arjuna, this happiness and distress comes and goes. They come and go just like winter and summer come and go. Happiness and distress also keep coming and going. So don't take it seriously. Tolerate them." But in the next shloka, Krishna says, Yam hinavyathyantyete purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiram somrutatvaya kalpate. He says, don't just tolerate happiness and distress. Learn the art of seeing them equally. How can we see happiness and distress equally? They both are completely opposite each other, but Krishna says see them equally. And seeing them equally is yoga. Samatvam yoga uchyate. They are equal in the sense that happiness and distress both are material, both are temporary, both have no relevance to the spirit soul. The spirit soul is meant to experience spiritual happiness, not material happiness. And spirit soul sometimes also experience some kind of distress on a spiritual plane. How can there be distress on a spiritual plane? Yeah, the distress on spiritual plane is separation from Krishna. So spirit soul is meant to experience happiness and distress in union and separation from Krishna, not meant to experience material happiness and material distress. Therefore, one who has learned the art of seeing happiness and distress equally, material happiness and material distress equally irrelevant to the spirit soul, such a person is eligible for liberation. So amrutatvaya kalpate, samadukha sukham dhiram, somrutatvaya kalpate. So that is samadrisha. A devotee has equanimity. Third point, bhagavat prapannaha means a devotee is completely surrendered to Bhagavan, Krishna, right? Or Vishnu, bhagavat prapannaha. So these are the three qualities of devotees. Therefore, even devatas and siddhas also glorify them. Now, Yamaraj is speaking to the Yamadutas. Tannopasidata harer gadaya bhiguptan. Tannopasidata means never approach them. Why? Harer gadaya abhiguptan. Lord Hari has a gada. What is the name of Hari's gada? Kaumodaki gada. Abhiguptan. So these devotees who have all these qualities, whose glories are sung by all these great people, they are constantly protected by Lord Hari's Kaumodaki gada. Lord Hari's Kaumudiki Gada is protecting them, and it's constantly circling these devotees. And whenever someone tries to harm the devotees, immediately that Gada will punish them. Therefore, don't go. Yamaraj says, Naisham vayam nachavayah prabhavam dandehe You cannot approach the devotees, you cannot punish the devotees. What to speak of you? Vayam nacha vayaha prabhavama dande. Even I cannot punish them. Even Brahma cannot punish them. Even time factor cannot affect them. What to speak of you, Yamadutas? Therefore, never approach a devotee. Never try to bring a devotee to hell. Never try to bring someone who is chanting the holy names of Krishna, who is hearing Krishna Katha, who is worshipping the Lord, who is offering lamps in Damodar month to deities of Radha Krishna, Yashoda Damodar. Don't bring them. So Yamaraj has made his policy very clear. Yamalok's one policy. Who cannot go to hell is very clear. Now, who can go to hell now? Now, who is eligible to go to hell? So next part of the protocol or policy or SOP of Yamalok is given in the next shloka. Yamaraj says, these are there in the 6th canto, 3rd chapter. You can go through whenever you get time. He says, जिह्वानवक्ति भगवद्गुणनामधेयम् चेतश्च न स्मरति तच्चरणारविन्दम् कृष्णाय नो नमति यच्चिर एकदापि तानानयध्वमसतो कृतविष्णुकृत्यान्. So who is eligible to go to hell? Now, one may be curious. How does hell look like? Can I just go and see? I mean, I will not experience any difficulties there, but I'm just curious to see how hell looks like. So then, for someone to visit hell, they need to have these 3 qualifications. You can check whether you have them or not. I somehow feel that none of you have that eligibility or qualification. Let's see. Jihva na bhakti bhagavad gunanamadheyam. Jihva means tongue. Jihva na bhakti means one whose tongue has never uttered what? Bhagavad Gunanamadheyam, the holy name of the Lord. If you have never chanted the holy name of Krishna even once, if you have never utilized our tongue to utter the names of Krishna, Hari, Vishnu, Govinda, Mukunda, Damodara, Madhava, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Narasimha, Vasudeva. So if you have never used our tongue to chant any of these names, then we'll go to heaven. But I think everyone here has used their tongue to chant these names of the Lord not just once, multiple times. So here Yamaraj says, first qualification to enter hell is Jihvana Bhakti Bhagavad Gunanamadheyam. The first qualification to enter hell is not chanting the names of the Lord even once in their lifetime. Second, Chetascha Nasmarati Tacharana Ravindam. Chetaha means within one's mind. Nasmarati, if one has not remembered, Tacharana Ravindam, the lotus feet of the Lord. Charana means feet. Aravinda means lotus. If we have not used our mind to remember or meditate upon the lotus feet of the Lord even once, then we are eligible to go to hell. Right? Then, third point, third eligibility. Krishnaya no namati yachira ekadapi. Krishnaya no namati. Namati means offering obeisances. If someone has not offered obeisances to Krishna, yachira ekada api. Even once, if you have not offered obeisances to Krishna, then we are eligible to go to hell. So he gives 3 criteria for eligibility. Number 1, not utilizing one's tongue to chant Krishna's names, not utilizing one's mind to remember Krishna's lotus feet. Third, not utilizing one's body to offer obeisances to Krishna even once. Tananayadham brings such people to hell. Krishna says, Yamaraj says, because they're asato, they're bad people. Of course, no one is inherently bad. Everybody is a soul, spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. But somehow, unfortunately, that soul becomes contaminated by developing so many material desires and becomes completely averse to a sense of subordination to God, to Krishna. So such people are eligible or are obliged to experience hellish sufferings. Asato. Akrita Vishnu Krityan. Akrita means they have never done. Vishnu Krityan means spiritual activities connected to Lord Vishnu. Whether it is hearing or chanting or worshipping or serving, whatever it is, if they have not done any Kritya, any activity that's connected to Lord Vishnu, including not offering obeisances to the Lord, not remembering his lotus feet, or not chanting his name, such people are eligible to go to hell. So here, Yamaraj, by speaking these two shlokas to the Yamadutas, he's giving us an important message. He is emphasizing on the importance of remembering Krishna's lotus feet within our mind. He is emphasizing on the importance of offering obeisances to Krishna. It's like Krishna said in the Gita, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. That's what he's saying. You just do manmana, always remember me. Bhava madbhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. Mam namaskuru, offer obeisances to me. If you do these four things, Krishna will take us back to Godhead. Krishna promised that in the Bhagavad Gita, and Yamaraj is saying that one who doesn't do all these things can come to me, but otherwise they can go to Krishna. And he also is emphasizing on the importance of cultivating these good qualities. Te deva siddha parigita pavitra gatha ye sadhavaha samadrusho bhagavat prapannaha ye sadhavaha. Let us become sadhus. Let us perform our sadhana nicely. Samadrisho, let's also cultivate equanimity. If we are still getting affected by the happiness and distress in the material world, we are not eligible to be on the spiritual plane. When we become oblivious to, when we transcend the effects of happiness and distress in this material world, when our material success doesn't give us so much of excitement, when our material failure doesn't give us so much of disappointment, when we are able to maintain that steadiness and equanimity while facing dualities, then we are eligible for the plane of liberation. When you are traveling on the road, red signal will give you distress because you have to stop the car. Sometimes some traffic signals can make you wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour also. You are waiting for the green signal because green signal gives you happiness, red signal gives you distress. When you are on the earthly plane, when you are on the road. But when you board an airplane, when you are traveling in the airplane, then the red signal on the road doesn't stop your plane, right? Similarly, the green signal on the road doesn't excite you in any way. It's of no relevance to you. Just because there's a red signal on the road, will the flight stop? Oh, stop. Red signal is there on the road. It doesn't stop. And similarly, green signal, it doesn't excite the pilot. It doesn't excite someone who is traveling in an airplane because it's of no relevance, right? Similarly, when we raise our consciousness to a spiritual plane, then the red signals of distresses and the green signals of happinesses, or the red signals of successes and the green signals of failures in this material world will not affect us. And the process of raising our consciousness to spiritual plane is what we have done so far, chanting the holy names of Krishna, hearing Krishna Katha, worshipping him, serving his devotees. By practicing all these prescriptions of sadhana bhakti, we are raising our consciousness to a higher plane where we remain unaffected by the excitements and exhaustions on the material plane, and thus we are eligible for spiritual plane. We need not go to hell. Not going to hell is a very small byproduct of chanting the holy names. The main product is we develop prema, love for Krishna, sincere devotion for Krishna. So let us try to take the process of bhakti seriously. Let us accept the gift of Krishna consciousness given to us by Srila Prabhupada, by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sincerely and seriously, and try our best to practice this bhakti and protect ourselves from distractions. These are a few thoughts. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bro, any mistakes you can correct me. Shivilas Prabhu. It's supposed to be a short class, right? 20 minutes, I was told.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for being here and for inspiring all of us with such a beautiful, such an insightful discussion. For all those who want notes of this session, I'm going to drop it in the Prana group, so you'll all have the notes of this session. I've made elaborate notes of it. Very, very grateful to Gauranga Darshan Guru for being here and giving us such beautiful insights in such a short time. We are hoping and praying that you can find some time for us regularly. I'll keep inviting you, whenever you have time. If possible, once a month, you can join us and, inspire us with your association. And we would love to have you for chanting with us and also inspiring us. Every single day from Monday to Saturday, we have these sessions where devotees from all over Goa come and participate and, chant together. It's really valuable to have your session, Guru. Hari, Gauranga Darshan Guru.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Need your
Yes.
blessings, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.